And you say Shy City, Shy City, Shy City. I'm coming home again. Do you think
Hello, good morning, what's going on? Today I want to talk about doubt and uncertainty, and specifically in the area of your business or your ventures or your financial pursuits or whatever you're doing. A lot of people have doubt and I'm not sure. And so here we go, here's a little scale, and down this end we have the doubts and uncertainties, and up this end we have the confidence and certainties. And naturally you want to push this way because that'll increase your probability of success and fulfillment. And what I'm going to suggest to you guys is a number of points here that you can focus on that will allow you to push this way. And the first one is alignment. And a lot of people start shit that just isn't aligned to their values, to their priorities, to their purpose, and to their mission. And when you go and do something that isn't aligned, it feels tremendously hard. It increases your doubts, it increases your uncertainties, it increases your unfulfillments, and it makes it harder. You got to work harder when you're doing shit that isn't aligned. And specifically, I use the inverse square rule when talking about how the workload increases, or at least the perceived workload. Let me give an example. If something is aligned 100% and it's a one-for-one alignment and it's absolutely congruent and you're present with the thing, what you do here is you have a little sum and you square the denominator, and in this case, you would have an answer of 1. But if, for example, something is only 50% aligned, and you're half congruent and it's half meaningful to you, and sort of other half is just sort of doing it for a quick win, for a quick buck, then what you end up here is 4. So even though your alignment only halved, the workload, or at least the perceived workload that you're going to have to put into that thing, goes 4x. Now, if you're playing down here at 25% and really your heart's only in the thing like a quarter, and mainly you're just doing it because you're infatuated with this next venture and someone else is doing well and you kind of want to copy and mimic their results and it's not meaningful, then this answer ends up 16, meaning you got to work so much harder because you're fighting against this lack of congruency, this lack of alignment. So you'll be hustling, scratching, clawing, grinding relative to the person here who is just effortlessly doing what they do because they love the thing and it's 100% aligned with them. They will appear to just get effortless results relative to this fucker who will be the struggler. Next up is need. And what I mean by that is, do the people really need or want your product or service? A lot of people go out there with some idea and they think, well, I'm really good at this and I think this is a good idea, so I'm going to go out and try and sell the thing. And it's a slightly narcissistic way to do business, and it's about yourself. And I think that the market would want this product, and I think I'm pretty good at it, and I'm going to serve it, and I'm going to sell it, and all this, it's about you, really. It's the ego trying to run a business, and the truth is business is about serving the other people. And so many people go and, without even talking to their potential customers, go and launch a big business and spend all this fucking money, and they don't even establish needs first, which is crazy. And the common one that I get with that is, well, I don't know anyone to ask them if they need it. And I say, well, if you don't even know anyone to even ask them a free question, do not go into business and try and sell them something, because who are you going to sell to? If you've got no one that you can even reach out and ask a fucking question, then you've got no one that you can reach out to sell a product. The next thing that I see that gives rise to your doubts and uncertainties is skill and ability. And surprise, surprise, you may need to develop some skills and abilities to give yourself the confidence and the certainty you need to go and sell a product and serve the people. If you're a cleaner, you need to go and practice cleaning, and you have to develop some skill. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know the products and the cloths and all the shit. If you're a chef, you need to know how to put a meal together. You need to develop some skill, and a lot of people don't. So as a general rule of thumb, before you go out and help others with a service or a product, go and help yourself first and hone something, master something. Because when you're a master of something and you know that you can help the people, then you have a lot of confidence and certainty when you go and sell something in that field. Number 4 is having a fluffy business model, and this can bring about a lot of doubt and uncertainty because people don't understand how to run an effective and efficient business model in 2019, and they're out there paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for these shop fronts and stores, and that's just a crazy way to do business. If you're getting started and you're brand new to something, start online, golly gosh. The last business that I set up cost me exactly $107 to set up, and as of today, it runs at 97% profit margin. So to think about going and buying a fucking shop front is just craziness to me. But if you have a skill set that demands that you do something something physical, then at least weigh up your alternatives for doing an online business or starting a 4-product empire, lean, green profit machine like what I teach, and figure out, if you wait 1 more year and hone a few more skills, would it be worth it to hold off on starting the shop front, the storefront, and going into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to get this thing off the ground? It's an inefficient play, in my opinion. And then the 5th thing that gives rise to your doubts and uncertainties is fear. And usually it's a fear of failure. Some people also have a fear of success, and other people have both. They're scared of failing and scared of succeeding for what it might mean and what that might mean, and they're sort of in between a rock and a hard place. So these are the 5 things that I wanted to share this morning that can pull on your doubt and uncertainty cords. And I'm not pretending that this is the exhaustive list, but this is the lion's share. Even just the alignment. If and when you find that thing that is really, truly meaningful to you, it makes everything else so much easier. It gives you this effortless business model where it doesn't even feel like you have to work that hard because you're just doing what you love doing. And you're then going out to the marketplace and establishing real needs. And the skill and ability, you are naturally going to be skillful and able in this particular area because it's aligned and congruent, and you'll be inspired to go and become a master of some particular thing. And then if you're doing it in a very wise, efficient business model that can be very profitable from day one and keep the costs low and the profits high. And then if you go and dissolve the fears, which, by the way, are just a mirror of past remembered pains and hurts that you haven't cleared away. There's a science to going and dissolving your fears. If you do all of these things, clear them away, you will have confidence and certainty. So in my school, I'm attempting to nail all of these things that catch people. So with the alignment, I have purpose process. With the needs, the skills and abilities, we're doing speaking month this month, and I'm going to teach on how to build a content planner, how to build your audience, how to get out there to the marketplace so that you can at least start having some sort of dialogue with them and establishing those needs and building rapport. And with the business model, I have my wealth mastery. I've got the 4-product empire, lean, green profit machine model, which, in my opinion, is the best business model that you could possibly fucking find. And on fear, I have fear process. And that is the previous to current masterclass in the mastermind, fear process. And go and get the fear process and go and dissolve all the charges, and you just move through that thing. And as I say to my guys, my agenda and my goal is to try and build a program here that is more valuable than a college degree for a fraction of the price, $80 a month. And I can't say that I have achieved it yet. It's still very, very early days, but golly gosh, I'm going to give it a red hot fucking crack, and I'll let you guys be the judge of that to see if I hit the target. So that concludes today's little mini lesson. Couple of words. If this was valuable to you, please let me know. I appreciate all of your feedback. I read all the messages, and I reply to like 98% of them. And if you want to check out the school, it is school.lewismocker.com.